There we go. Hey friends, I've been going down the list of suggestions to counter shotguns and fusion rifles, and when I say counter, I mean they mean it in good faith, like you're going to be playing against worse opponents more often than not if you're a high-skilled player, and this stuff gets the job done. But it's when you play a mirror match of other high-skilled players where this doesn't really get as much mileage as it needs to for the amount of effort. This is Tikuu's Divination. You hip fire, it marks them with Sacred Flame, and then for about 5 seconds, you can aim down sights with the next shot to blow them up. One body shot, one headshot, and it even has the little red boxes that auto sidearm has that you can shoot around the corner. Final warning. So you can put a lot of pressure on teams where you just hip fire out in the open, they get tagged by Sacred Flame, and they consider themselves one shot for 5 seconds. And that's the strength of this build. To pair with that, we use Stompies to get out of danger, specifically with High Jump, and then Shatter Dive to get back to the floor, and Dustfield Grenade to perch up really, really high so you can cosplay as a gargoyle. Here are the fragments. Using an Air Assault sidearm to hopefully get the drop on the opponents once I get a kill on the ground. I can simultaneously marksman dodge to get my health back, and then springboard into the sky with Air Assault and Eye of the Storm. Very, very accurate. I probably recommend a Kinetic Tremors multi-mock over this, but I did want to try it since it was thematic. So overall, this doesn't solve my special weapon jousting problem, but it is a very nice addition when you have high-skill teammates to put some pressure on opponents. It just doesn't solve the jousting issue, unfortunately. You will still lose to slugs, you will still lose to fusions, because there are some maps where you just cannot position around them, even with High Jump and Shatter Dive. They might have like too low of a ceiling, an artificial ceiling, something like that. So I tried it. I feel like I got pretty decent with it, but I just wasn't good enough to counter the ease of special weapons. So goodbye, Tikuus. It was a fun session. I'll try it again another week. Alright, that right there. If I talk about the advantages and disadvantages of bows, it's not a hand cannon. Oh, you can misadventure on the ceiling on this map. Pretty sure I don't need... Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't need anything for my perch. No, the invis breaks this gun, and I shot teammate in the back somehow. Oh, your connection is so bad. I can't shoot Tikuus at you. It's definitely an easy weapon, but there's a lot to consider in the moment, and I just need to, like, de-rust that flowchart again. There's no shot. I hit him while blind because of Tikuus. This kind of seems good on console. He says as he jumps off the map.
Zone C captured. 2 zones are yours.
I'm getting shoved by my teammate. Dude, he straight up moved me like 5 meters.
Zone B lost.
I should have waited till he unfroze. I know I don't need to hold this down.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Use it to
Oh, I forgot I had power. Oops.
Zone C lost. Zone A captured. You have the advantage. Press on. Zone A lost.
Skulking wolf.
Almost won, but don't let up. They won't.
We can win. There it goes. Alright, so not bad for a warm-up game.
The end has come, and here you stand, a battle worthy of the Iron Lords.
I'll take that as a proof of concept gameplay. As far as like showing, hey, there's a lot of angles on this map. The one thing I didn't do enough of was hipfire the bow without drawing it. Just like to tap once. And then using the dust field for elevation. Despite that, I felt like it got a pretty good mix of everything.
High. Stay focused.
Oh, right, Ticuu High Jump might be. I'm late to the party now, so I gotta be really careful.
Opponent claims
Let's just change the opening route.
captured.
Trying to short hop for vision. Keep my rocket out for radar booster. Tactical delete. Tactical delete.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone A lost.
That would have been a beautiful 4-tap. He reacted very quickly. I'm going to try to commentate more of what I'm looking for with this bow. I have enough practice. So the gameplay loop, also let me put on double reloader if that's not on. The gameplay loop is jump as high as you can to get a free hipfire shot, and you don't even have to charge it, you just tap it. Then shatter dive down, and then they're out of the fight for 5 seconds if they repeat you specifically. So you gotta use that knowledge against them to try to thin the herd without really doing much. You can string cancel by tapping reload, then instantly releasing the right trigger. So you can have the full hipfire draw. And I just pre-fire too, like I don't even check for the red boxes. Just like Final Warning, once you have a red box attachment, you can shoot it around corners. The sidearm has Air Assault and Eye of the Storm to make my in-air as accurate as possible. And you can do some wacky stuff with this grenade combo, high jump. This also does some pretty decent damage without the perk. So you can use that as like a cleanup tool of your sidearm. They're pre-aiming up top, so I need my teammate to peek. There we go. I only tagged one though. Found him. Unfortunate. Yeah, I can't do anything against the rift, so.
Zone A lost.
This is like the fusion rifle potential counter. But the thing is, once you hit a certain skill caliber, this does nothing.
Zone C captured. Two zones yours.
Also, like the network, you think you're above their head, but the bolts just like track sideways out of the barrel to hit you up top. Slide this way so that it splits the fight. Unfortunately, teammate lost. I'm doing something I've never done before, so maybe it works, maybe it doesn't.
Zone C.
Nice teammates.
Zone A captured. You have the advantage. Press on. Zone B lost.
On M and K, I'm really, really precise with this. On controller, I'm kind of just praying that they don't look up
Minutes left.
to make up for me being slow with the combo. Also kind of an assist machine if you're looking for free super energy.
Stand strong.
Radar booster, nothing. When they have a triple cap, usually you don't want to like fight them, but also need to kind of help my teammates. I knew I was going to have a strong team from the get-go on this one. This is my pity match. But I think this is a playstyle played around good teammates because it puts pressure on other good players. It's the bad players that are like, oh, I have Sacred Flame. Better challenge. Like, no, a good player will respect it, and that'll let your team be able to play that advantage.
Zone C.
So that's the concept. That's the playstyle around it. Didn't get to see too much action here, but I hope the clips show you some of the potential.